Good everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another episode of 10 p.m. University. So today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why do entrepreneurs fail, right? It's very common, right, these days that everyone wants to join the entrepreneurship regime, right? Whatever you call. It's great. It's amazing that people want to be entrepreneurs, right? That's fantastic. I talked about I talked about different stuff about entrepreneurship, why you should become an entrepreneur, why it's important to teach entrepreneurship to our kids, and why schools should encourage entrepreneurship. But that being said, there you might have noticed, you might have known someone who tried to be an entrepreneur and then failed and then gave up, right? And the person never tried to initiate that same thing again for whatever reason, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why do entrepreneurs fail, right? So the number one reason is that they underestimate the competition, right? If you are someone who, let's say, you decide to invest in a product, you decide to create a new product for your consumer. Let's say you decide to develop a new protein powder, right? But for some reason, you thought, right, okay, I don't care a damn about other protein powders in the market. I don't care about different brands. That's the biggest mistake you're going to do, because you need to study your competitors. You need to study your competition out there. Like a simple example, right? Microsoft, right? Microsoft is big in cloud. But that being said, Amazon is big in cloud as well, right? So they understand the competition very well. So that's why you see a great cloud technologies in the market. And now even Google is coming into picture as well, right? Google already have a good cloud. And then we have Alibaba. So the more you have competition, right, the better the quality you see in terms of the better stuff you see in the market, right? So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur who want to be an entrepreneur in the future, please study your competition, right? It's very important. If you ignore your competition, then it's most likely you will be out of business, right? Because someone will come up with a better deal, right? And then the client will probably will decide to move away from your business because the other person is giving a better deal than what you're offering to your client, right? So you need to understand your competition. It's highly important. I can't emphasize enough, right? So point number 2, not enough capital, right? If you're someone who wanted to be an entrepreneur, you should know how to raise a capital, right? It's very important because at the end of the day, right, you're there to make money, right? If you want to make money, you need to invest money at some point in your business, right? I'm not saying that you have to invest everything in the very beginning, but as your business grows, you need to invest money to bring on new stuff, right? Maybe to buy new furniture, maybe to rent a better place, maybe in a better location, maybe to travel to meet your clients, right? If you are running short of capital, then I'm afraid that that might will put you in a stage where you may not be in a good position to develop stuff that you wanted to do, right? Let's say you are doing a product development. If you don't have enough money, right, then you can't hire right people at first place, right? So if you can't hire right people, then then obviously you can't succeed in whatever you wanted to do, right? That leads to my point number 3. Not hiring wrong people or not have enough money to hire the right people, right? So what happens, right? Most of the entrepreneurs I've seen, right, when they start out first time, they often reach out to the family members. Hey, would you like to be my partner? Would you like to be to invest in the business, right? And would you like to come and work for me? There is a problem with that approach. The problem, I'm not saying there is always a problem with that approach. I would say 50% of the time there is a problem. You try to reach out to a family member, right? And who has no experience in what you're trying to achieve, right? And it's just a waste of time, a waste of your time, waste of their time. You try to reach out to your friends who have no skill set whatsoever you're trying to do. That's a waste of their time and waste of your time, right? It doesn't mean that if someone is your best buddy, someone is your partner, someone is your family member, you have to hire them in your company. No, you're running a business, not a charity, right? So you need to take a tough measure at times. And that's why having a right capital, having enough capital is important, because then you can reach out, you can post a job advert looking for a right person, because no one wants to work for peanuts, right? Let's accept the fact. If someone is highly skilled, they won't come and work for you for peanuts. Why should they, right? So it's important to have enough money so that you can hire the right people. If you don't hire the right people, then the chances are that you won't get the right result, right? When you don't get the right result, you can't go out and sell your stuff. And you can't go out and sell your stuff, obviously you will be running out of the business. You will be out of business soon. So that's one of the main reason why most of the entrepreneurs they run out of ideas and they go out of business, right? In first 5 years, right? Most of the business they go bust for whatever reason, right? So this is one of the number one reason. I mean, I've been reading a lot about it, and this comes up all the time: hiring wrong person, right, or not hiring at all, or being stingy, right? So these are the wrong approaches, right? So if you're, let's say, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this. Let's say you are running a software development firm, right? And your family member is a plumber. Now you decide to hire a plumber to do coding. And a person has never seen a computer before, and now you think that's really going to work out? And you think, oh, I can train that person. Yeah, you can, but think about the time and energy you're going to invest on that person, right? Instead, you can hire someone, a junior developer, right? At least that person can pick it up faster than a plumber can do. I don't mean any disrespect. It goes the same the other way around as well. If you're running a plumbing company, right, you can hire a software developer to do the plumbing, right? That just make no sense, right? Because it's a specialized skills, right? You need to hire the right people for the right profession, right? That's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Cool. Point number 4, poor marketing, right? No matter how good you are with your product, if you do not know how to market a product, then how would your customer will know that you have there's a product in the market which they can use, which they can leverage in their own business, right? So you need to use social media, social networking sites. You need to use LinkedIn, whatever marketing, right? You need to look out. You need to hire a right marketing team. You need to, send out a campaign. You need to do whatever you wanted to do, right? You need to do to get the message out to your customer that, look, we have a great, amazing product, and we believe that it will help you achieve the things which you wanted to achieve, right? Let's say, let's give an example about protein powder, right? So let's say you developed an amazing protein powder which helps people develop muscles, right? And gives the right amount of nutrition. So you can reach out to people using your marketing channel. Look, we have a great protein powder in the market which will help you, which will help feed your muscle with the right amount of nutrients and kind of stuff, right? So, or another example is that you developed a great software product. Let's say you developed a great software product to track crime in your company, in a country, right? So you can reach out to cops or intelligence agencies. You need to market them, saying, look, we got a great software out there, right? So which will help you track criminals or whatever, right? So if you don't market it, how would they even know that there is a software out there in the first place? Right? So that's why it's very important to do a right marketing. Poor marketing is one of the biggest reason why most of the entrepreneurs go bust, right, in 5 years' time, and they decide to give up, because they have to, and then you need to pay attention to that goes to my previous point, hiring the right people, right? You need to hire the right marketing person who is aggressive, who is passionate, who can go out and market stuff, right? Not a passive person, right? In today's time, passive person is not what you're looking for. Even in the sales, right? You need to have aggressive people who do and go and do selling, right? Not being passive and, it doesn't work out, right? If you're a startup, you need to have aggressive people. Aggressive in the sense passionate, right? I mean, don't confuse aggression means, violence. I'm talking about passion. Someone who's extremely proud about what they do, someone who wanted to make a difference in a positive way, someone who loves selling, someone who loves to do marketing, someone who don't get tired talking about the product. You can see the passion in their eyes. That's exactly what I'm saying when I talk about aggression. Cool. That leads to my final point. Low pain tolerance, right? Elon Musk once said, if you wanted to get into entrepreneurship, right, you need to have a high pain tolerance. If you're someone who got very low pain tolerance, then I can guarantee you that you go bust in a few years' time, because you will see, upward and downward trend in the market, right? At times, your customer might like your product. At times, they will hate using your product. They might go to someone else. So if you're someone who get upset about every, downward trend, then I'm afraid that entrepreneurship is not for you. So that's one of the reasons why most of the entrepreneurs, right, they decide to give up and they fail, right? This is a very important point, right? You need to have a high pain tolerance. You need to understand that in a business things can go wrong. Things can go sideways, right? Things can go in a very different way than you anticipated at first place, right? So you need to have high pain tolerance to run a business, right? You think that Elon Musk became Elon Musk overnight? No, Elon Musk, you should listen to his interview. Tesla was that close to become broke, right? And people told Elon Musk he won't be successful. They wanted to put him down. Now he's the 10th richest man in the world, right? So he got high pain tolerance. You won't become Elon Musk by overnight. It needs a lot of commitment, a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, a lot of vision, right? So if you're running a business, right, it needs patience. You need to nourish it like a child. You need to give your full time, right? So if you're someone who's aspiring to be an entrepreneur, right, please remember one thing. You need to understand a lot of things. First of all, understand your market. You need to understand your market. If you can't ignore it, a competition, the moment you do, that's where your pitfall starts. That's where you're gonna fall, because you assume things. You're gonna assume that, oh yeah, my competition will not bother me. Now, competition is there for a reason, right? They're there to bring you down. So if you wanted to safeguard yourself from that, you need to prepare well in advance, right? You need to plan out your strategy in such a way that your competition will not put you out of business, right? Hire the right people, right? So to hire the right person, right, you need to understand what you're after in the first place. And for that, you need to have enough capital, right? So if you don't have enough capital, there's no way you can hire an experienced person to do the job for you. It's as simple as that. Unless you're running a charitable organization and you're going to convince people, look, we're going to do this. If you're capable of convincing someone that, look, we're going to pay you later, you come and work for me free, well, then you're a genius. I mean, that's, if you can do that, might as well. But at the same time, you need to pay that person back for all the thing they've did, right? I mean, you can't say that, oh, like, look, once we become successful, we're going to pay you and if you turn out to be successful eventually, and you decide not to pay, then it's a matter of ethics, right? Then that means that you're not worth working for at first place, right? Cool. So, and this is all of what I wanted to talk about, right? I understand that you might be thinking why I talk about entrepreneurship, right? It's a COVID time, right? People are losing jobs. So why not giving them an opportunity to think from a different perspective, right? Everyone runs behind job. Everyone runs behind. This is the problem of our entire education system. They prepare you to be, they prepare our generation to be a part of a rat race, to work in a mill. That's how education system is designed. They didn't prepare our it's not designed to prepare our younger generation to be entrepreneur, right? Because we need entrepreneurs. We don't need someone who work in the middle all the time. That machines can do that. Artificial intelligence will replace them pretty easy in a matter of 10 years. Mark my words, 10 years, most of the jobs will lost to AI. If you're not skilled, you're out of the business, out of job market. It's simple as that. Even programming job will become obsolete at times, because imagine AI can code, right? So yeah, I mean, it's important that everyone is born talented. Every human being on this planet is born with a talent, amazing talent, right? It's just you need to figure out what is it that you have, right? And then figure out whether you can make money out of it, right? Whether you can start a company, whether you can create a job for other people, right? I'm not saying that people who work for somebody are, is bad. No, absolutely not. You need people to work for you. What I'm saying is that our education system is not designed to make someone think like an entrepreneur. When I did my uni, right? When I did my engineering, no one taught me what the heck to do with the engineering knowledge I have, right? I mean, how to start a company out of with the knowledge what I gained. I didn't know anything about it, and I never even bothered at first place because I was surrounded with my mates who never cared at first place. So, so imagine if you have system where everyone around you want to be an entrepreneur, right? So you will see new ideas coming around, out, right? And someone will try something else, someone will try something else. That's how Apple computers were born. Imagine Steve Jobs never cared. He would have, he decided to go and work for someone. We wouldn't have seen Apple computers today, right? There won't be any iPhone. There won't be any iPods, right? So, and there won't be any MacBooks. So, yeah, and imagine Elon Musk decides to go and work for someone, there won't be any SpaceX, there won't be any Tesla, right? So, yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I'm saying that if you're going to be an entrepreneur, please pay attention to your market. Very important, right? And please read out other stuff. There are a lot of books written about entrepreneurs, the mistakes they should avoid. Please check it out. There are a lot of materials out there. Please go to your nearby library, wherever you are, right? It's going to help, right? So enough of ranting today. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope wherever you are, stay safe. And greetings and adios from New Zealand. Bye-bye.